enough to have Coach Helfgott with me. Coach, this is third year with me now? Third for baseball. He coaches basketball with us. It's his fourth year with basketball. This year was his third for baseball. I coached against him. He played both sports at Marlboro. I was able to lure him over and coach both sports with us. Another guy, volunteers, goes to work at 5:30 in the morning so he can get out by 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon so he can make it to practices and games. Sacrifices a lot. He got married this year, so now he has that to deal with, where he's traveling from work back to his house and doing baseball and basketball in between as well. Does a fantastic job overall with everything in the program. I asked him to do some stuff with the pitchers. He works with the hitters as well. He coaches first base, but he knows the game overall. He's a guy that I trust very much. He's done a really good job in the last 3 years for us. I'm very fortunate to have him with me as well. A lot of times when you only have 3 stipends, varsity, JV, and freshman, it's hard to get assistant coaches. I know it sounds crazy, but that's the way our school district operates. So I'm real lucky to have 2 guys that are passionate, enthusiastic, know the game, care about the kids, and really work hard and sacrifice a lot. So Coach Helfgott, thank you very much. So to talk about the varsity season, we wound up finishing 14-11, made it to the quarterfinals of the state tournament, quarterfinals of the short conference tournament. Our record wasn't a great indicator of the type of season we had, because if you base it on wins and losses, you say 14-11 is pretty good. I thought our season was a lot better than pretty good. And there's various reasons for that. The first reason is the type of kids I had on the team. This team was an absolute pleasure to coach. This group of guys bought into team first mentality, having fun, getting along with each other, working hard, and making the most of their opportunity of high school sports. We did a lot of things this year that tried to promote that. I brought in a guest speaker at the beginning of the year, a paid motivational guy for the entire program, and I thought the kids bought into it and did what he asked. We were fortunate enough to take a trip down to Baltimore this year. One of our former players is a major league pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles. He set up a day where we could go down there and we got to go on the field, and we got to watch the game, and we got to talk with him, and we got to have the experience where not only was it baseball, but it was chemistry stuff on the bus, different experiences. It's probably something these kids will never forget for the rest of their lives. They were standing on a major league field watching 2 teams take batting practice. They went into a major league press setting and talked to a major leaguer for about 30 minutes where he answered questions, he spoke to them, he gave them advice, they took pictures, they got hats, they got autographs, the whole bit. Every single time we got together, whether it was a meeting, a practice, whatever it was, these guys were doing the right things. They're a really, really, really good group. They got along well. I know it was a heartbreaking and disappointing end to the season in the Wall game, and I still think, and I will think forever, that if the call was made correctly, we would have won that game and kept playing. And it's hard to tell a team, I'm sorry, it's out of our control, they made a mistake. It's 2 years in a row in the quarterfinals it happened to us, and it's disappointing. But the way they handled themselves with the class and the dignity, particularly when we got back and we sat in the gym and we talked about the game and the perspective in the season, I was more proud of the kids than ever, because the way they fought and the way they handled themselves. But I think overall, they developed friendships and bonds that they're going to have for a long, long time. I had some really, really nice text messages from players the next couple of days. I every year as a basketball and baseball coach, we talk to the seniors after the last game, and then usually the day of or the day after the last game, I make sure I reach out to the seniors individually. Well, one senior in particular, and he knows who he is, reached out to me first. And what he wrote me was amazing. And then I had some parents, although some of the players don't realize it or will never know it, some of the parents reached out to me about the season, about the team, about the program, and it was really, really nice to hear. So when I say 14-11 was good, but the type of season we had was even better than that, it's because of the way we conduct ourselves and who we were. Now, in saying that, 14-11, going to the quarterfinals of 2 tournaments, winning some of the games we did was really good. Ryan Ford and I hung out all day today. We had senior takeover day, and I was fortunate enough to have Ryan with me. We talked a lot. And some of the things we talked about were the highlights of the season. You think back, some of the games that we won that were outstanding. Under the lights at Toms River North, one of the best games of the year, absolutely fantastic. Beating Manalapan in the short conference tournament after they beat us the first 2 times, particularly after coming off the tough state tournament loss the day before. Outstanding game. We beat Borough on the road early in the season. When you beat your crosstown rival on the road, is a really good game. St. Rose, when we played in the autism game at their place, St. Rose had a very good team this year. Very charged, emotional type of game against a good team. Really fun, a lot of wins. Talked about the Monroe State tournament game. 1-0 on the road, complete game shutout. Even the Mattawan game, where we had a freshman pitcher throw a complete game shutout. So winning tournament games, winning big games, having those memories, I think the guys will agree when they get on the bus from an away game, we have a win, is probably the most exciting time. What we get to do on the bus and how we celebrate and have some fun. The kids really get into it and enjoy it. And those are the things 5, 10, 15 years from now, they're going to look back on fondly and say, remember this, remember that. Hopefully a lot of these guys remain friends. And they have these to draw upon. Some of the guys are going on to play college, some of them aren't. Baseball career is over. Obviously the younger guys will be back for another chance next year. But in the end, the season was a success because of the type of people they were. And I really enjoyed coaching this team, and I'm going to miss a lot of you guys. I'm going to miss all of you guys, but particularly the seniors who are not going to be with us anymore. And I just want to say thank you because it was a lot of fun. I'm going to miss it, and it was awesome. I'm looking forward to the future. You did a really good job this year, so thank you very much.